is the Big O Show. This 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 is the Big O Show.
Just one place sold the most Acura models in the last 16 years. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive the new 2024 RDX, $419 a month during our 16th anniversary sale.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Miles an hour, that's a Category 4 hurricane. 3 deaths are reported in Florida after more than 24 were killed in the Caribbean. This
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
Take a journey to our Caribbean paradise at Toyota of Hollywood. Get in the groove with great deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a Corolla, not $24,000, just $17,975. You'll be cruising and chilling with super low 2.99% financing. Feel the rhythms of the Caribbean today at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, InterMiamiCF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
Welton Rayom has more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes. They're committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. Call them for a free consultation. 954-966-4646. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. Property damage claims to your home, business, or condo as a result of a hurricane. Welton Rayom can help. Water, mold, fire, smoke damage, Welton Rayom can help. Call 954-966-4646.
Just one place sold the most Acura models in the last 16 years. Acura of Pembroke Pines. Drive the new 2024 MDX, $469 a month during our 16th anniversary sale.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices. The viewpoint, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyXS.com, Media Group Inc., ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
Alrighty. Welcome aboard, folks. This is gonna be kind of an abbreviated show. Don't feel well. I think I got sick on Friday from somebody that I met at the practices. So it was kind of hitting me Saturday night, and then on Sunday it really started to take over, and it's kind of one of those things. So I apologize today if I'm not my normal self, because obviously I'm not feeling well. I even held back from going to practice today because I was just feeling like shit. And because they're going to practice tomorrow against the Falcons twice. So I figured I'd get rest. And, although Tua threw a beautiful bomb, dude, today to Tyreek. That was nice. So anyway, we'll get into a whole bunch of things to talk about, of course, on the show. We'll talk a little bit about what happened today at camp. We'll get into a Tyreek angle that I think people have to also take a look at. And then we got some other things that we'll talk about. It won't be this 2-hour show today, because I just don't have the energy in me to go 2 hours. So I appreciate all of you out there. Thank you for being patient as always. I appreciate it immensely. Remember, you can visit our merchandise shop, which we've got the QR code. Sean will pull it up there. You can, of course, buy any shirts or hats. We got Bitcoin in a sweet-ass dip right now. So we got the Big O Show Bitcoin hats, white or black. We've got the shirts, all kinds of shirts, 305 shirts, all kinds of stuff. And as always, you can make a donation to the program, Cash App or Venmo, at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. And as always, you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation. Many ways to support us here on the show. Remember, we've got trips set for Buffalo. We'll be at the River Pub in Niagara for the Buffalo game. We're going to be at the, what's the name of that bar in Indianapolis. I want to make sure I get it right. Tavern on South. We're going to be at the Tavern on South in Indianapolis for the Indy game, pre and post. And we're going to be at the Seattle game now, also pre and post. So we'll be doing 3 of our pre and post game shows live on the road. So that'll be a lot of fun getting to go to Seattle. I've never been to Seattle. I've been to Buffalo. It's not something you look forward to, but Niagara Falls. I think you've never seen Niagara Falls, right, Sean? So there you go. Sean gets to see Niagara Falls. So we've got 3 trips set. And thanks, of course, to all of you out there, as always, for supporting us. Our amazing sponsors that make it happen. Without the sponsors, there's no way we survive. So thank you all out there, as always. Let me see. What else do we have? Let me get into, by the way, stock market lost, $1.93 million in the stock market today, and $1.93 trillion in the stock market and $1.2 trillion in the crypto market. Although Bitcoin is bouncing back after falling to 50, it is bouncing back right now. It's at like 54 or 55, I think. Let me see, 54 right now, 54. So we'll see. It's let me tell you something. It's an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm not a financial advisor by any stretch whatsoever, but Ethereum has fallen, well over $1,000 from its high of recent couple months ago, and it's going to surpass it. And let me explain something to you, which I don't know if we're really going to go into a full blown out recession. This might be one of those things where it kind of freaks you out and then it pops right back. But the last time there was a recession, do you know what happened to Bitcoin? It went to 67,000 4.5 years ago. So, this is a chance of a lifetime. The people that have sold are stupid. The people that are buying while it's down, I see NVIDIA now is under $100. It's like at $93 or $94. It was split, and it was at 100 and something. So you're already under. I'm not an NVIDIA guy. I'm not a stock guy. But the Magnificent Seven, this is probably when you want to get into the Magnificent Seven. You know what I'm saying? And if you haven't gotten into Bitcoin, oh my God, you have gotten an entry of a lifetime. So, and if you've been collecting Bitcoin, all you get to, what you want to do is lower your average. So if this lowers your average, whatever it is, Cardano, Hedera, Polygon, Cosmos, I don't give a shit. Whatever your average is, you should know what your average is, invest it. And if it's under that number, then, and if you have belief and conviction, then you keep loading up. I bought more Neutron today. I've never bought it in the 36 cent range. I think I bought it at 35. I think the lowest I got was 41. So now I bought some at 35 just to lower my overall price for Neutron. You know what I mean? That's what I do. If I have conviction in it, nothing changes for me. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of the way it is. But this is not an easy thing to do. This is this is when you make your money, when things are at its worst and people are panicking. And by the way, the whales are scooping it up left and right. So there you go. Not a financial advisor, but you do as you please. It is your money, your decision. So there you go. Now don't forget to smash the hell out of the like button, please. Smash it, and the like button too. It's very important that you smash it. Let's see. I think if you go to the Miami Dolphins, I would show it, but then the league is going to tag us, and so I don't need that shit. But Tua threw a beautiful bomb to Tyreek. But the good thing also is Kohu had an interception today. Guys like Maitrey. This Maitrey kid is making some plays. The Jason Maitrey kid. Ethan Bonner deflected another pass today that was to Tyreek. And one of the things that we are learning about the depth at corner and at linebacker, it's better than what you thought it would be, is what it keeps coming out to in camp. So you're watching a secondary, and I think you're watching a defensive coordinator that knows what to do with his talent. You know what I'm saying? Because guys are comfortable. I think Kohu's going to have one hell of a year, dude. I really do. I like what I'm already seeing from Kohu. I've been liking what I mean, I've always been a Kohu fan, but I thought last year he had some issues, obviously, with the coach and the scheme and all that kind of stuff, and there was no middle ground, nobody to reach, and the old man wasn't really willing to reach. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the deal there. But it's really cool to see that you're watching some of these defensive backs also make some plays, because I know Jalen Ramsey is going to be a stud. I'm not worried about Jalen Ramsey. I'm not worried about Javon Holland. You know what I mean? There's certain guys they've already proven. Kendall Fuller has proven these guys. But if you're getting good play out of Kohu, and you're getting even your last corner, if Ethan Bonner makes the team, I mean, he's making plays, all that kind of stuff is huge, man. It's really, really good to see some of these guys. And Julian Hill had a big block on a Mostert run, and also, again, catching the ball. Julian Hill he's turned into the number 2 tight end. Jonnu Smith is 1, and he's 2. And he can play, dude. Everybody saw it last year. When you saw it, you saw the talent, at least those of us that were watching him last year. You saw that there was a lot of ability there. And he's just putting it, the package is coming together now even more. And it's nice because as a player is in a system longer and longer, they should get comfortable, and then they should think less and react faster. And that's what Julian Hill is, not thinking about the offense or the route he's running or anything like that. He's just flowing and making plays, blocking or pass catching, which is huge, man. So there's a lot of really good things. Jalen Ramsey, Jalen Waddle, Teron Armstead, Cam Smith. Cam had a sleeve on his right leg. They did not practice today. So you had that going on. So that's pretty much what went on in practice today. It wasn't, you weren't going to get a really big physical practice today. Why? Because they're practicing against the Falcons for the next 2 days. And, they'll put on pads and it'll get nasty like it's gotten with the Giants and the Lions in practice today, that they had like 3 or 4 fights or something like that. Even Daniel Jones was involved in one of the fights. So you're going to get that over the next 2 days, and that should be very interesting. Although I will say this, when I go out to Dolphins camp, I don't know if I should say hi to people. I think I'm going to have to keep my distance because I don't want to get anybody sick, man. So I don't know. Whoever I met on Friday, one of you got me sick. For sure. I met a whole bunch of people, shook hands, hugged them, took pictures, and I was sitting there with my wife going, how the did I get sick? What happened? What did I do? And then I started thinking about camp and all the people I met and shaking hands and all that. And so it is what it is. I got to deal with it. And hopefully it's in my system for a couple of days and it gets the hell out. Do want to remind you about Welton Rayom. Jeff Welt and Daniel Rayom. We're in the middle of Debbie, and it doesn't have to be a hurricane. As you all know, rain showers can pop up at any time, and torrential downpours can happen at any time, and then water damage happens. And if it happens to your home, your condo, or if a busted pipe or whatever, the neighbor's busted pipe and it brought, pain to you, call Welt and Rayom. Please do not ever call the insurance companies. You are at a major disadvantage. DeSantis put us at a major disadvantage. The most important thing you do is hire the right lawyers now, because the insurance companies have all the leverage now. So call Jeff Welt or Daniel Rayom. The consultation's free, so you can explain your situation. They'll tell you if you have a case or not. 954-966-4646. Bankruptcy. A lot of people are dealing with that now. Homeowner property damage, condo damage, criminal defense, business owner claims, commercial litigation, personal injury. Call Welton Rayom, 954-966-4646. NorCal says, let's have a great Monday. Yes, sir. Jamie Zoria, number 1. One-Eyed Jack. Only problem with this Bitcoin dip is I can't buy enough. Right. Yeah, that's how it is. Oscar Rojas is in. Let's see. Ocala Joe, the Debbie forecast for Central Florida is more Bitcoin, baby. Have a great show. Yes, you gotta keep buying. It's a gift. It's just a gift to get something like this and some of your altcoins. You're going to be able to, lower that average. It's a beautiful thing, man. Steve Chapman is in NorCal. He's got both accounts locked and loaded. Robert T. Show me the money so I can buy more crypto. There you go. Costa Nostra. Oscar Rojas. I nominate 2 people for Cutter's Edge Pro MVP. Victory Cigar. Canes and NFL Hall of Fame members. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good one, Oscar. I like that. Joe 305. Robert T. It's always Tua's fault. My cold is definitely Tua's fault. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I was too close to Tua on Saturday when he spoke. That's what it was. Big O, I started first listening to your show about Agba being an upgrade from Barrett, but I find this to be premature and insignificant because if he and the team don't do it in the chip months, it means nothing. Well, but it doesn't matter. It's if he plays well, you can't. It's a team game, dude. Like there's a headline. I think it's Greg Cody, and I love Greg Cody to death. And he didn't write the headline, and I don't know if that's what the article says, but in the headline it says, in order for Tyreek to complete his legacy, he must win a championship. Hey, asshole, he already won a championship. But this is the stupid, sensationalistic bullshit that we come from the media. And I'm in it, but I'll call the bullshit out. Ryan Tannehill, let's sign him as a backup. It's like, why does Tyreek need a championship? No, the Dolphins need a championship. I need a championship. Tyreek Hill's legacy is intact. If he just continues to play well, that's all he needs. His legacy is set already, dude. He's got a championship. But we have to create this sensationalism and blame it all on one player. Yeah, no, it's fucking Dan Marino's fault we didn't win a Super Bowl. No, it's not. It's everybody's fault. You didn't have enough as a team. Personnel, coaching staff, front office. That's why you haven't won. But this whole thing to lay a football championship on one person, you know what I mean? And Agba can only do so much. Did Jason Taylor not do enough to win a championship? 8 times over. But if he doesn't have enough people around him like him, you're not going to win. If Marino doesn't have enough people like him around him, you're not going to win. It's football. You guys got to stop this shit, dude. It takes a lot of people to win a football championship. And this year was proven the best player in the league. And that's why he wasn't number 1. He was number 4, Mahomes. Mahomes is the number 1 player in the league by far, over and under. It's not even close. It's an insult to even put him at 4. Let's just be honest, dude. Tyreek doesn't have anything on Mahomes. Nobody in the entire league has anything on Patrick Mahomes. He is number 1. And number 2, if you want to put Tyreek or anybody else, it's so low and so far away, it's not even funny. But did he really win the championship this year? No, not really, actually. The defense won it. Lucky for him, he's got a great defense. What a concept. Wow. So I don't do that in football, bro. Did the player play his ass off? Did he get it? Yeah. Okay. Well, then maybe you didn't win, not because of him, because of somebody else. So I can't do that. I can't do that. Just like that silly ass headline I read today. Oh, Tyreek needs a championship to complete his legacy, right? Now, let me see. Let me. Since I'm paraphrasing, let me go to the Miami Herald website because it is right on the front page. Here we go. Cody, Tyreek Hill must make Miami Dolphins champions to complete his greatness and legacy. Really? 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 Oh, man. Can you explain to us why Bitcoin, after its introduction to us 16 years ago, is nothing more than a speculative commodity and has no function unlike checks or credit cards? Oscar, brother, listen, I love you because you're a hardcore supporter and all that. I don't have time for stupidity, bro. I just don't have time. There's a Lightning network. People are purchasing shit with Bitcoin all the time, dude. They buy a cup of coffee like they buy a house. And you can move $1 billion or $10 billion in 1 second. Try moving $10 billion of gold. How many trucks, how many airplanes, how much security do you need? Can you carry it around? I mean, Oscar, please, dude. It's just like I've talked about this for over 4.5 years already. If we're going to get to Bitcoin 101 now, I don't have time for that, my brother. You need to go to YouTube and go learn what Bitcoin is. Because you obviously have zero clue what it is. Zero freaking clue. And by the way, what does our money have? What's it backed by? A printer? Is it backed by gold or platinum? Is it backed by silver? Is it backed by something? No, it's just inflationary. Whereas Bitcoin, there's only 21 million. It's over. Oscar, the dollar. In 1911, you buy yourself a whole dollar of stuff. Now, that dollar, it takes over $7 to buy the same things that you bought for $1. Bitcoin was under a penny. It was 0.000000001. And now it's over $50,000. Bro, I don't know how to do math for you, but if you can't figure out math, that Bitcoin has gone from under a penny, negative under a penny, to over $50,000 and $60,000 and $70,000, and the dollar, all it does is go in the other direction. I've given you a simple explanation, and please don't ever do this again, because I won't be this nice. Ray Sosa in the house, Luis Medina, and I'm not feeling good, so I just don't have time for this. Like, oh my God! And I only gave you an explanation because you're a hardcore guy, but please don't do that in public, and don't address somebody that actually knows Bitcoin and tell them that, because they're going to look at you like, what a fucking moron, to be quite honest. Steven Gonzalez, Gus 1388, Jay Gelfin. The medals keep coming at the Olympics. Lots of records being broken. Looking forward to hearing what's new with the Finns. Yes, sir. And by the way, on Saturday, we broke everything down with Tyreek signing his deal and all that kind of stuff. So you may want to listen to the Saturday show, because I'm not going to be repeating. As you all know, I don't repeat things. So you got it all there, okay, on the Saturday show. Obviously, I ate crow on the Saturday show, right? Because I told you that Tyreek was done after this season. And I thought for sure he was done after this season, because I don't think it's really a good deal moving forward, to be quite honest. I think Miami took all the gamble here. And I explained it on Saturday why they took the gamble. You may want to listen to it. It's an explanation that you won't hear anywhere else. It's insight that you won't hear anywhere else. So listen to it on Saturday, and it'll tell you exactly why. But for those of you that love to bask in my wrongness at times, right? Since I was wrong that he wouldn't get a deal, because I thought they would do, be patient, wait a year, and then maybe, but I explained to you what was happening behind the scenes, and you got to listen to Saturday's segment because it's something that's deep, and it's, But I also want to remind you about something, okay? Because I'm dead wrong, correct? Right, Sean? I'm dead wrong about Tyreek not getting guarantees and staying longer than a year, correct? I'm dead wrong, right? Okay. So, years ago, I disagreed with Pat Riley in signing Hassan Whiteside to a major contract because of his immaturity and the issues behind it. I understood why they were doing it, because They thought they could get more out of him. They thought they could really fully develop him mentally, but he's a mental midget, so you couldn't really reach the moron. And so it was a bad contract and it was a bad deal. So I said, don't pay him. So I was wrong, but I was right, because in the end, it was wrong to pay him. Correct? Correct. Xavier Howard had 10 interceptions 3 years ago. What did I say right after those 10 interceptions? I said, trade him. I said, get rid of him now. His peak is at an all-time high. He's got a lot of off-the-field issues. Trade him now. You could get picks. You could get something in return for him. If you hold on, you'll never be able to get anything in return because he's going to get too old, and then you'll just have to part ways. So I was wrong. They kept him around, and they paid him. But I was right. Right? And then we've got Jimmy Butler, who I said 2 years ago, all right, you made your run. It is time. You got to get off the gravy train now. Go trade him. Go get picks. Make the move. You don't have the other star to become a championship caliber team. He's breaking down, his body, all that. Did they trade him? No, they didn't trade him. They've kept him around. And now they're going to keep him around for the final year, which, by the way, he has a player option. So if he gets injured, he'll take the player option and F you. And if he kicks ass, he'll dump the player option and become a free agent, go out somewhere, and you get no compensation. So I was wrong. You kept Jimmy Butler around, but I was right. So let's see what happens with Tyreek Hill from here on out. Let's hope I'm 3-1 and not 4-0. Okay? As I said, keeping him around long term, nobody ages well. Nobody. And to think that you're going to get 10 interceptions every year, that's the problem with some of you out there. No, we can't trade X. He got 10 interceptions. He's going to do that every season now. He had 7 for the next 3 years after that. So, yeah, I am dead wrong that they kept Tyreek around. But we'll see how this whole thing works out, because now you're definitely got to keep him around at least 2 years. This year and next season. You might be able to let him go for that third season if, things go awry, if he has off-the-field issues, if he has injuries, if he wears down, if he gets old, whatever happens. You'll be able to take a big cap hit, but you'll be able to get out of it in that third year. Or in a beautiful world, he plays all 3 years and is productive, and you nailed it. Nailed it. But for now, just like Jimmy Butler, just like Xavier Howard, okay, and just like Hassan Whiteside, I'm wrong. And that's fine. I can live with that. And I hope I stay wrong, because I want the Dolphins to win a Super Bowl. I hope he stays away from trouble, because I want the Dolphins to win a Super Bowl. I hope he can stay at an elite level. He's a 31-year-old receiver, but we'll see. They don't age well. And you don't maintain your speed and all that kind of stuff. So we shall find out. Let's hope. Okay? Let's pray. Let's hope I go 3-1 and you get to really hammer me and pick on me and laugh at me and insult me and tell me everything that I was wrong about Tyreek and that he had a phenomenal end to his career. Okay? But there are 3 recent examples in the last 10 years where I said, yeah, I would not continue with this player because it's the time to get off the gravy train. So we shall find out what the future holds for Tyreek Hill and the Miami Dolphins. And for me, because obviously many of you will enjoy the hell out of ripping me. All right. Big O went to Caneswear and got some gear. Got La Spada sub 2 for the first time. The monster is fire. Yeah, bro. Yeah, La Spada is so delicious. It's a crime to go to Caneswear and then La Spada's next door. And, it's just those subs are so good, dude. They're just so good, man. They do such an awesome job. So good for you, dude. Luis Beltran says, you had tickets for today's Metallica concert in Mexico City. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we switched it out for Montreal. We're also going to Seattle to see him too. That's also coming. I have way too much stock in Apple. Now is where I can diversify. Exactly. That's it, Karun. You get it. You get it. Take some meds. What is it? Where is it? Take some meds, lime and honey too. Get well soon. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think both teams should let bygones be bygones and laugh at Daniel Jones for tripping on himself that one game while running for a TD. Did anyone notice that the only stock that didn't fall was a stock in the guns? Yeah, the guns actually held. Do you think Mike White is a lock for the backup? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yeah, it's Skyler isn't accurate enough on a consistent basis. So yeah. In the end, neither guy's going to save your season. So it's all about Tua, my brother. Raging, it's still a team game. Takes all 53 to succeed and win a championship, and a great coaching staff and a front office. And if you don't have that, you're crazy. Best tweet of the day. It showed name a historical battle without Googling the name. It showed Tyreek Hill in a condom, laughing my ass out loud. Alimony attorney ads with Hill coming. Yeah. That's the thing that the Dolphins, and again, on Saturday, I explained why they took this chance. You need to listen to the segment on Saturday. It's really, really important. It gives you a little bit more perspective on it. Gives you the entire picture in a way of why the Heat took a chance on Whiteside, or why the Heat took a chance on Butler, or why they took it, or the Dolphins took a chance on X, because they had a really good team and they felt they could make a run. But if you part ways with X, then you leave a gaping hole there. So they felt like it, So I understand why in all four situations they've kept them around. Now, I disagreed with all four of them, and hopefully I'm wrong finally on this one. Travis says, what's up, Fins Nation? I'm looking forward to another year of growth from the team. We need to stop Buffalo's streak. That will happen this year, Travis. Win a playoff game. I think we're close, but have to see it on the field. Definitely have to see it. But if they stay healthy, man, I really like this team a lot, dude. I really like this team a ton. Let's see. It's not about being wrong. It's about assessing what's in front of you and having an opinion. Wrong is right, left, right. Doesn't matter. This guy's a mess. One guy doesn't take you to the dance. Amen. Amen. I'm here for you, Big O. Hope you feel better fast. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate it. I don't like how the players want to race just to see who's the fastest. What happens if they tear an ACL? You know what, Dan? It's gotten to, again, you Dan, I'm pretty sure you listen to the show a lot. Where, damn it, dude, I'm sorry. Where am I with individual bullshit already? Where am I with that? I don't care. I don't care. It's nice, whatever. You're voted number one. It's nice. You're in the MVP race. It's nice. You scored more touchdowns than everybody on the ground. It's nice. What did it get you? You know what I mean? So to me, I'm with you, dude. The kid's speed comes, and I don't give a shit about this anymore, dude. What if you blow a knee? What if you blow an Achilles? No, man. You're paid to do a job, not to screw around and race. And have some stupid, tweet about you beating speed or speed beating you or whatever the hell. You're a football player, bro. You get paid to play a game, and you get paid a lot of money to win in this game. This is what it's all about. I don't care about the rushing title or the touchdown title or the receiving title or the passing yards or the passing touchdowns, or I don't care about any of that shit anymore, dude. I'm tired of it, dude. I don't care about Ricky Williams leading the league in rushing. What did it get me? So, Dan, dude, I couldn't agree with you more, my brother. I am freaking sick and tired. Well, I'm literally sick, and I'm kind of tired that of all this individual bullshit. Me. And the problem is we. Because we don't see them win a championship. We don't see them go deep into the playoffs. We don't see them win big games in December, January, and February for 40 plus years. So for 40 plus years, I don't care if Marino has the passing title. I don't care if Ricky Williams has the rushing title. I don't care if X has 10 interceptions. I don't give a shit if Mostert got 21 touchdowns. I don't care. I don't care who's the fastest on the freaking team. I don't care. I don't care about your silly individual accomplishments. I need a collective, success. That's what I need, collective success, because I talk to a lot of fans for 30 plus years all over the world, and they deserve a title. Okay? So, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm all about. The individual stuff doesn't mean shit to me anymore, dude. Just does nothing for me. It's nice. Here's golf clap. Oh, you're the number one player in the league. Okay. Did you catch the ball against Kansas City, Tyreek? Did you fumble away the game against Kansas City after talking shit all week? Okay, so I don't give a shit that you're number one, bro. Do your job. That's what I care. Okay? Don't light your house on fire. Don't break an IG's leg. Don't get in a fight with an old man at a fishing pier. Yeah, how about those individual accomplishments? Let's get to our 3A Graphics sports calendar, the great Alan Blanco. Folks, your business, your organization, your school needs custom printing and embroidery, whatever it is, uniforms, shirts, hats, they got you covered, man. 3A Graphics does it all. Club Tigres beat InterMiami on Saturday 2-1. As Campana did get a goal in the 74th minute, the Brunetta goal. Man, that was un golazo. I mean, they lost on a golazo, bro. I mean, wow, that was amazing. Anyway, Thursday, they're back in action, the round of 32 at Chase Stadium now for the League's Cup, and they take on Toronto. All right. Noah Lyles, the stud, wins the 100-meter race. First time in 20 years since Mr. Gatlin won it. He is number one. Fred Curley, by the way, the very cool-looking Fred Curley. Fred Curley is like not only is he a badass, but he just looks cool, dude. It's just like there's some guys that have, or women that have that look that they're just cool. Fred Curley is that dude that he just looks. He is the definition of cool. Put it that way. That Fred Curley is the definition of cool. So congratulations to him. Now, Noah will go for the 200 and the 4x100 relay. Simone Biles captures the silver on the floor exercises. That is your 3A Graphics sports calendar. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Remember, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. Cash App or Venmo. You can always make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation, which we love that. As always, appreciate it. Oh, Ocala Joe. Thank you, my brother. Making a Bitcoin donation on a nice, sweet dip. That is very nice of you, my friend. Thank you. Very appreciated. A Bitcoin dip there. Thank you. By the way, Sean, you know I love Hateful Steve, right? But he trips me out as all, because Hateful Steve is like one of these hardcore far right wingers, And I'm not a fan of the hardcore right wingers or the hardcore left wingers. Just it's funny, okay? All right, listen to this one, okay? Listen what he sends me on Sunday, I think it was. I hope all you closet leftists keep telling people Kamala's going to win. You're creating a huge dip in crypto. Truly nice work. I don't even know if he even invests in crypto. I doubt he does. You know what I'm saying? But just so, I know you kind of pay attention to the show there, Sean. What have I said? What benefits me on who wins? Who do I openly say benefits me if they win? Who? Who have I said? Oh, God.
Republicans, Trump.
Your mic.
Is it again bad?
Oh, God, it's terrible.
I am your father.
Yes, you are. But what did I say? Trump, right?
Trump is the Bitcoin father.
But see, that's where Hateful Steve can't do my job. My job is to be objective no matter what, dude. And call it like I see it. That's all. But you didn't complain when I said that Trump was going to pound the old man. Now that it looks to me like Kamala's going to win, you're all bent out of shape. And you think I'm picking her because I want to create havoc for Bitcoin? This has to do with recession, dude. You don't follow this stuff, Steve, because you don't invest. But this has to do with recession. This has nothing to do with any of the politics. This has to do with all kinds of other issues. So, but like, I have to be objective. I just call it like I see it. I'm not here rooting for anybody. I don't like either side. I think I say that over and over and over and over again. So, but that's why you can't do this job, because you'd be a little homer, righty winger, and you can't be honest about your own party. And that's the problem, especially with the Trumpies. Biggest problem with the Trumpies. Boy, I've never seen a group of people that can't even admit when they're wrong or when their candidate does something wrong. It's like they have an excuse for anything, no matter what it is. So some of us have to be objective. Steve, you're not, bro. You have no objectivity whatsoever. You're blinded by one side. That's just kind of the way it is. Anyway, howdy-o, tea de canela, cinnamon. We'll lift it up or left it up. All right. You're right. A majority of the time, those rare instances that you're wrong scream the loudest for those that don't want to give you credit. That's all right. I'm not going to get everything right, bro. I'm going to screw up, of course. I'm a human being. I do remember Robert Edwards blowing his knee out in the beach. Poor kid. He was he came back, but he was never the same Robert Jones after that, unfortunately. Tyreek, did you drop that TD against the Ravens that would have tied the game at 14 apiece? That probably could have changed the complexity of that game. Do your job. Yeah. That's why all this individual stuff does nothing for me whatsoever. Michael Lombardo says, long time, Big O. I listen to you and hope you feel better. And I agree. We need to win December and January and February. We have to say February now because the Super Bowl is in February. So it's been 40 plus years, dude. All the same shit. Marino's teams couldn't play in the cold weather either and all that kind of stuff. And you got to play well and dominate at home and try to create a home field advantage as much as you can and make them come to you here if you can. Or if not, you better be ready to play in the cold. That's all. And if you can't do it, well, then, our frustrations will continue, unfortunately. Sean has the Darth Vader mask on. Basically, he sounded like him. I thought he was singing Intergalactic by the Beasties. That's funny. Let's see. Big O, could we still move on from Tyreek Hill at the end? No. Now they rolled the dice. We got to hope that Tyreek can stay at least super productive for 2 more years. And then, third year is a lot to ask, but if he does it for 3 years, it would be freaking amazing. He'd be a freak. He would be a freak. Have you ever heard Trump say, no, he did. Come on, man. Oh, so far into training camp, is there anything concerning you about the roster? That's a good question. I like that. Lack of experience at pass rush with Kamara, with Chop, and with Quentin, the young kid that's also making an impact. That's probably it right there, Troy, because the poor kids have to learn on the job, and they don't they won't be able to watch Chubb or Phillips do it and then they do it after, or they come off the field and they see something that Kamara or Chop or Quentin does wrong and they can tell them, you know what I'm saying? So all those kind of things. So that would be my only concern, that you don't have enough experienced pass rushers. And so you have a lot of young pass rushers, and they're going to have to grow up quickly. So if there's a concern, which it's so freaking obvious, I'm not breaking any news here. I'm not enlightening you all out there. You know this. So that would be about my real concern, if anything, because somehow or another you're going to have to get some sacks, my brother. You got to get sacks. You got to pressure the quarterback. Yeah, Ocala, he does sound like Darth Vader. Big O, are we looking at an upgraded punter this year? I don't know. We'll see. Or it's too. Let's get to the games, and then we'll figure it out. Shout out to Carlos Yulo, first ever Filipino to win gold, won 2 in gymnastics in Olympics for his country. Very nice. Very nice. 30 years of watching you, listening and watching. Thank God you didn't have to watch my ugly face for 30 years. That would be kind of torturous for you, David. But thank you, sir. You deserve a Super Bowl. It would be awesome to see you put it on the haters. I would love it, man. I nothing would make me happier than the Dolphins winning a Super Bowl. Preseason question from Dougie Fresh. What 11 teams would Bill be pulling for this year? Oh, man. He'll be pulling for everybody that isn't the Patriots. That's for sure. By the way, some guy was arrested for targeting Mahomes and Kelsey. Like, what kind of a loser are you, dude, that you would do something like that? That's crazy shit, man. Here's the story. Let me pull it up for you guys. On Friday, country music star Morgan Wallen performed a concert at Arrowhead Stadium, home of KC. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce both joined Wallen on stage, and everyone had a good time. Well, not everyone. According to TMZ, an Illinois man named Aaron Brown was arrested after making death threats to the 2 Chiefs stars on social media. Mr. at Arrowhead with the wife, if he brings out I'll take the effing shot. F them, he added. Also, fuck you, biatch. And then it's TMZ's belief that the 2 redactions were pretty clearly aimed at Mahomes and Kelsey. Both did ultimately get on stage with Wallen. Mahomes' wife, Brittany, was also in attendance. Now, I'm just wondering, why? Why would you want to hurt any athlete or musician or... Like, I don't understand this. Like, how screwed up are you as an individual? And in today's world, how stupid are you making those threats on social media like they can't find you? Anyway. All right, let's get to some birthdays. Let's get to little musicians today. Adam Yauch, the great Adam Yauch, MCA from the Beastie Boys. We lost him, unfortunately, in 2012. It's been 12 years that we lost Adam Yauch from the Beastie Boys. Born on this date in 1964. Mike Nocito, guitarist for Johnny Hates Jazz, born on this date in 1963. Stuart Coxford, he is from Kaja Gugu, born on this date in 1960. Pete Burns, dead or alive, born on this date in 1959. He died in 2016. Rick Derringer, rock and roll, hoochie coo. Guitarist, producer, vocalist, the McCoys, all that good stuff. Born on this date in 1947. Now let's go with famous people celebrating birthdays today. And we start off with soccer player Gavi is 20 years old. Astronaut Neil Armstrong, born on this date in 1930. We lost him in 2012. Ant-Man Anthony Edwards is 23 years old today. Olivia Holt, actress, is 27. Jesse Williams, actor, is 43. Let's see who else is celebrating birthdays today. And that, I think, is it. I don't think any other. Maureen McCormick, Brady Bunch. She is 68 years old today. Those are your famous people celebrating birthdays. Sean, do you have any wrestlers celebrating birthdays today?
Do you want me to do this?
Oh, that's right. It's all right. Okay. Yeah, he can't do it today. Big O, I'm going to the UF-UM game. Don't know why Florida had to play UM with such a tough schedule. The Florida AD sucks. I don't know. Miami can win that game. Miami can lose that game, dude. There's no guarantee there. I'm not at the point where I trust Mario, the person, the recruiter, the human being, the leader, all of that. On game day, I'm not there yet with him. So that's kind of where it's at there. Oh, is Belichick done, or do you think he will get another coaching opportunity? I think he's done. I think you're an idiot if you bring him back, but I could see an owner wanting to recapture some magic from the past or something like that, but it's clear that the game has passed him by. Oh, if your sickness today was a hairstyle, are you feeling like the dude from No Country for Old Men or the Raiders? Definitely the Raiders owner. Definitely the Raiders owner. Yeah. So, let's see. Oh, God. All right, folks. I got to tell you, I'm sorry, but I'm out of here. I'm out of gas. I don't feel well. My stomach doesn't feel well either. I will see you all tomorrow. We will go to camp. We will check out the scrimmages between the Falcons and the Dolphins. I will keep my distance. And I will see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. We thank Sean Stanley. Same bat channel.